Sometimes I'm gaining, then again I'm losing. Sometimes I'm rising, yes sir, then again I'm falling. Sometimes I'm gaining, then again I'm losing. I'm rising, yes sir, then again I'm falling. Let Jesus work it out. Please your Father would work it out. Oh, let God work it out. Please your Father would work it out. Father would work it out. Oh, let God work it out. Oh, work it out. You work it out for Mother Lisa. Sometimes I'm gaining, then again I'm losing. Sometimes I'm rising, yes sir, then again I'm falling. Sometimes I'm gaining, then again I'm losing. I'm rising, yes sir, then again I'm falling. Let Jesus work it out. Please your Father would work it out. Oh, let God work it out. Please your Father would work it out. Oh,
All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is David Patrick Harry with Church of the Eternal Logos. And today, I want to talk to you guys about the ins and outs of men's dress fashion. And so this has been a stream that's been widely requested. And so I'm finally doing. Unfortunately, Jay Dyer, our great Orthodox brother, is still streaming. So I'm sure the numbers are going to be low on this end, at least until he's done streaming. So be it. So be it. But today, it's going to be a bit of a haphazard stream. We're just going to get into a bunch of different things. In the ins and outs of men's fashion, how exactly do you mix and match? How do you put outfits together? What do you do with more, what we would call a busy undershirt, a button-up? What do we do with different colored blazers? I got a whole variety of different blazers. I got a bunch of different pocket squares here. And we're going to talk about exactly how, as a man, you go about doing and presenting one's wardrobe. And so we're going to get into colors and patterns. These are big ones. What are the aesthetics of fashion, and how exactly do we put colors together? How exactly do we put patterns together? They say don't do stripes with polka dots. Well, to a degree, they're right. They're absolutely right. And so we're going to be getting into all types of stuff today, all types of stuff. I got tons of ties, tons of different ties. Look right here, we're working with what's called a sock tie, a knitted tie. And so let's explain. Again, I got all types of stuff here. I'm going to show you guys how to tie a tie, at least the way that I tie my ties, for those of you who want to be aware of. We're going to talk about watches. We're going to talk about color schemes and how exactly we put watches and accessories and belts together. Shoes. What types of shoes should a man's dress fashion have? And then we're going to get into pocket squares. And the reason, so the larger stream, because a lot of this is going to be really straightforward into how we put outfits together. But why would you want to do so? Well, I got a couple articles talking about, as a man, as a grown man, why exactly you want to dress nice and how this affects the way people hear what you say, how this affects the way people perceive you, how it affects your own self-confidence when the clothes fit right, when they look good, when you're looking sharp, right? A man wants to be sharp. Why sharp? Well, sharp insinuates a sort of edge, right? There's an edge there. And so being sharp mentally, being sharp physically, and also fashionably, it's important. It affects things. And so this isn't about self-obsession. This isn't about narcissism or grandiose ego claims. This is about how exactly we would begin presenting and building wardrobes. So it affects how people perceive you, how you feel about yourself. And also there's just a sense of detail-orientedness, that the more you are able to put together a wardrobe, the more you're able to put together yourself. And today we're focusing on dress fashion, but we could do more casual stuff. And we're going to go over a whole list of like men's fashions, different types, more casual, more classy, but we'll look at how you, again, if you have dark pants on, it's more ideal to have a lighter top. We're going to look into this stuff, and I got a couple articles that I'm going to read to you guys and share with you as well. So this is what we're going to be getting into today. So before we dive into the stream, as always, please smash that like if you guys could. Also, if you like what we're doing here on Church of the Eternal Logos and you would like to support in one way or another, please become a website member using the following link I just posted in the live chat. Please go over to the YouTube or to the website davidpatrickcarey.com/register and become a website member. It's $5 a month. You have access to an exclusive video library, and it's a great way to help me. Just $5 a month, and it supports the stream, it supports the channel, and also I can give you something in exchange. If you would like to sign up for a one-on-one, you can do so using this link. I'll be posting it right now in the live chat. You can use that link as well to sign up for a one-on-one session if you'd like to talk about theology, philosophy, world religions, mysticism, magic, whatever it may be. You can do so with that link. If you'd like to just help out and you'd like to buy something, feel free to grab a hat, a shirt, a bag, something over at the shop. I'd greatly appreciate that as well. I also want to mention that going on right now, we have an Orthodox Inquirers class, with one that many of you guys may know, my godfather, Subdeacon Mark. And so he's now going to be doing every Tuesday night from 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a 1-hour class on the absolute basics and introductory level to Orthodox theology. So if you are an inquirer, if you'd like to learn more about that, you can actually go, you could potentially just go join them right now if you would prefer. I obviously want as many people here as possible, but if you would prefer to learn an introduction to Orthodox theology, you can do so using my Linktree link. Go to my Telegram, and you'll see that it's already posted there. That the Telegram, the Telegram, my channel, and the group channel both have the Zoom link right now, which is active. So you'd be able to grab the last 40 minutes of the Inquirers class. Don't forget also Wednesday nights from 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're doing our Orthodox theology. This is much more sophisticated. This is for people who are Orthodox, people who have a background in some of this stuff. We do that every Wednesday night. Again, if anybody watches this, you are more than welcome to join, whether you're an inquirer or you're Orthodox or you're a catechumen or you're a cradle. Don't matter. You can come join us on Wednesday nights for a 2-hour, more in-depth theology course. So wanted to just state that first and foremost. So now with that being said, let's get into today's stream. Now, the first thing I want to talk about in regards to men's fashion is the accessory. Now, you'll see that I'm not wearing any watch because I wanted to show you, I wanted to begin with talking about a little tidbit that I want to highlight, is that obviously there's a whole discussion on the browns and the blacks, right? Wearing brown and black together. And I like to challenge that notion, so I wear a lot of brown and black together. However, I do so by making sure that all my accessories are the same color. So I want to show you my watches. You'll notice that all my watches have the same color brown band. The same color brown band. Here's a wooden watch that I have. You see, again, brown and black. So in your accessories, you'll notice in my belt, same color. So all my accessories can match. So when I put my watch on, you see your belt, your watch, and your shoes. Your belt, your watch, and your shoes are your accessory items that ideally, if you can, you'd like for them to match. And so what types of shoes? Well, I'm wearing dress pants, as you can see, and I'm inside, so obviously I'm not wearing shoes. But with these type of pants, I would wear this type of dress shoe. Okay, so this is a nice, this is a Joseph Abud. This is an Italian wooden bottom dress shoe. I do recommend for all men out there who are wanting to really up their fashion that you need to have some good dress shoes. Now, you can go get some cheaper ones. The cheaper ones you're going to run through fairly quickly. So just as a FYI, as a heads up, you can go buy a more expensive shoe. Like this one's going to be a little bit over $100, probably around $120. I think I got these at Joseph A. Banks. And so if you can get a better deal, that's great. Joseph Abboud is a good Italian shoe with a wooden bottom. So these are going to last much longer. However, you could go to like your Burlington Coat Factory or TJ Maxx or wherever you can get like super discounted clothing. Again, if you're in a pinch, still look good. And get a cheaper shoe, but you're going to wear it out soon. But you can see that if I'm wearing these shoes, my watch, my shoes, and my belt, it all matches. It all matches. And so this is actually something that I do all the time, that I don't actually wear black belts, and I don't wear black shoes, black dress shoes. I always wear brown. This is just my particular preference. I like the way brown looks better. So whether it's my dress clothes, or say I was wearing jeans, say I just had a white V-neck on. Well, I don't tend to wear tennis shoes. I'll have some Chelsea boots. These are called Chelsea boots. It's a particular style. It's a slide-on boot, very simple to wear. So I would, if say I had jeans on, I'd throw a white t-shirt on, white V-neck, dark jeans, and throw on one of these with a wristwatch that matches, with a belt that matches. It looks sharp. It looks stylish. Okay? So this is an easy way. Again, if you're in the summertime, I know what's in style right now for a lot of people is wearing the sockless penny loafers. Here's some penny loafers, some slide-on dress shoes. A lot of men get into, and it's very popular, as we look at some of the men's fashion, we'll see a lot of them with the sockless look. The sockless look is very popular right now. I particularly am a fan of socks. And this is, again, a specific detail that a lot of people are going to miss, is make sure you get good dress socks. As you see right here, my dress socks match my vest. My dress socks match my vest. Matches my tie, matches my vest buttons. If I was to wear a different vest, a different tie, well, if I had a red tie on, I could wear these. Again, goes with the blue pants, the maroon. It's just a detail-oriented thing that actually makes a long-term difference. People will notice small details about you, and this is about your fashion representing your detail-orientedness regarding life, regarding your ideas, regarding our theology, regarding your fitness, regarding your diet, regarding all these different things. What we want to do is become more detail-oriented. And so, say, for example, I had a different look on. Say I had this tie on. I didn't have so much brown. Well, I could easily wear these socks. Again, gray, different colored blues. It goes with my jacket. And you'll notice, this is just details, that my jacket is the different color than my pants, right? But not my elbow patches. My elbow patches match my pants. My elbow patches actually match my pants. And so this, again, subtle details. Just looking at what I'm wearing right now. This shirt is what we would call a busy shirt. Now, I have all types of dress shirts over here. There's my ties. Here's some dress shirts. So I got all types of dress shirts here, guys. You'll see the one that I'm wearing, we would consider this a busy shirt. There's a lot going on here. Now, it's just two colors. It's white and it's blue, different colors of blue, but it's a pattern-oriented shirt. And so with a pattern-oriented shirt like this, you want to be careful on what tie you select. You don't want to be selecting, for example, a paisley tie like this. A paisley tie, which is also what we would call a busy tie, doesn't go well with a busy shirt. You want simple shirts with busy ties. Busy shirts with simple ties. This is an aesthetic thing. And so, say you wanted to wear this paisley tie. Again, here, I'll show you. Very nice tie. So say, you know what? I want to wear this paisley tie. It's a great pattern. You don't see it very often. Great colors. I'm going to wear it with this shirt. No. It doesn't go with this shirt. This shirt has a pattern. If you want to wear this tie, you really need to wear it on an all-white shirt. So you want to, again, a non-busy shirt. So you want to wear it with something of a simple color, whether it's all white Or if it's all blue, you could easily wear this tie with an all blue shirt, but you want it to be a solid color. You don't want to be too busy. This is something that I see a lot of guys do because they're just not sophisticated in how they're approaching this stuff, is that you want to be detail oriented and you don't want to clash patterns and stuff like this. So, for example, a very popular dress shirt a lot of people wear is something like this, a blue striped, just basic white and blue striped shirt like this, right? Well, what type of tie would you wear with this? Well, this is a simple pattern, and it's not highly bright colors. So you could wear, I would not wear a paisley tie with this. But what you conceivably could do is solid colored ties. Now, as you can see, I love ties. I got all types of ties. And you'll see that I have ties with patterns and solid ties. I personally like solid ties even with this shirt. I almost do all my paisley, all the, like, if, for example, a tie like this. This is a busy tie with lots of lines on it. You'd want to wear that with a light blue shirt or an all white shirt. And it's going to pop. People are going to notice your tie. So, for example, even with what I'm wearing right now, this is a busy shirt, but it's a nice colored shirt, right? It's a nice shirt. It's blue with white. Here, and I'll even take my jacket off. You'll see how you can mix and match this stuff. Now, I chose a pocket square to go with this outfit that is also themed with my vest. So this brown pocket square. You see how that goes with my vest? It goes with my tie. Yet it breaks up all the blue. The blue, because now I have all blue shirt. I have a blue and white shirt. I have blue pants. And now I have a blue jacket with matching elbow pads for my pants. So I can break that up with the color that I'm wearing here. Now say, Patrick, I kind of like that tie, but could you mix that up with something else? Yes, I absolutely could. So let's say you didn't like this tie. Again, this is what is called a knitted tie. This is a knitted tie. So I love these knitted ties. Again, people aren't going to game respect game, right? Real respect real. These are great ties. I have, in regards to these knitted ties, I have 3. I have a yellow one, and a gray one, and a brown one. So these are called knitted ties, or sometimes sock ties. These are really big in the 70s, but it's a feature that you can throw on that really people tend to like. So here's 3 knitted ties. You'll see how they're flat, just square bottoms almost, rectangular bottoms. All solid colors though. So very versatile. Solid color ties are incredibly versatile. You want to have solid colored ties in your wardrobe. Now, say I'm looking at what I'm wearing. Again, blue pants, brown belt, brown vest. What could I throw it? Well, I can't use a tie. I cannot use a tie that is a non-blue color or brown color. I need it to bring this stuff. What would you say? You need to bring it together. And you can't use one with a pattern. So here, again, a tie then that's the same color as my pants, this would be perfect. And so how do I tie my ties? I do what's called a double Windsor. Now you can go online and look up different ways to tie your ties. This is how I do mine. So I do a double Windsor because I like that real triangular, that kind of bulky, perfect triangular look. So I go something like this. So to do that, you cross the top over, top goes over, and then you bring the tie in and go around this side right here. Okay. And now you come here, and then you wrap the tie around the back and come through the front. And then you can pull this down nice and snug like this. You open it up, cinch it up, and then you want to make sure that the back is placed well behind the front. Bada bing, bada boom. Cinch this baby up, not real nice, like that. Sorry, I'm using my camera to do it like that. Put the back in the back of this, and and then use your tie clip. Now, you don't have to use a tie clip when you're wearing a vest like this. A tie clip is a great accessory. Okay, so I like to wear tie clips whenever I can. So this is just a simple tie clip. Looks like this. And what you do is you get the front and the back part of the tie, and you place it right on the seam of the buttons of the shirt. And you just put it there like so. Now, if you have a skinny tie like I prefer, you want to pull it up a little bit so it stands up a bit. And then you put it in like this. And so now I have a tie that totally matches my pants. I have a tie that matches my pants, and you can see how that brings the whole outfit together. It brings my shirt and my vest and everything together. Now, what you can also, you can mix and match. So I was wearing a different type of jacket. Now look. I could take a jacket, a tweed jacket, same as my vest, throw that baby on, and now instead of having a brown pocket square, a brown pocket square to bring the vest together, I can have a blue pocket square that now it brings the whole thing together, you see. And then if I really want to get fancy, you can begin to add these little trinkets and accessories here. So this is a little fake flower, right? And you can put this on your lapel, like so. You just stick it through. Just stick this through your lapel like so. And then bada bing, bada boom. And then flip it over. And so let's put it on the other side just for aesthetic purposes. That side's getting a little busy with the pocket square. And then you can go bing bada boom. This is the little flowers people have. Now, I'm personally not a big fan of these flower things. I have a few of them, but you never see me wear them. I like pocket squares. I highly recommend everybody getting pocket squares. Now, what type of pocket squares could I wear with this? Obviously, it needs to have a blue theme to it. Now, I got tons of different pocket squares over here. You'll see I got purples. I got, again, pocket squares that match my paisley ties, so I can match those together. Grays, whites, purples, again, matching ties, light blues. So, for example, say I had a light blue shirt on. An easy way for the pocket squares. You say, man, you're say, man, you have so many different choices. How do you know which pocket squares to use? Well, with the pocket squares, you either want to match it with your shirt or your tie, usually. Your shirt or your tie, usually. So if I'm wearing like this shirt right here, say I was wearing this light blue shirt, I could stick this pocket square in with the same vest and the same tie and the same pants and bring it all together that way. So that's another way. An easy way for these pocket squares is to match them with the shirts you're wearing or your tie. So that is one way as well. And so it doesn't, and you don't have to use all these different vests. Okay, this is just one way that I like it. You know, it's a very sophisticated look. Also, guys, this is another mistake I've seen people wear or do is they'll button the bottom button. No. We don't button the bottom button like this. Never. We always button the top button. Why? Because we want to accentuate our waist. We want to accentuate how the jacket fits our body. We want it to fit correctly. And you do so by, you button that top button. And so you'll see well-dressed men when they do interviews may sit like this with the top button. And it lays everything out real nicely. It cinches the waist. It shows their physique. It shows how the jacket fits them the way that it's supposed to. So, just like with my outfit, I could done a different pocket square. For example, I could have went with this one to try to match my shirt. I could have went with a white one. And so how do I do the pocket squares? This, I like the floor. It's more of what's considered a floral or a flower look. Now you can fold them up and do the square, the real tight square. I'm typically not as big of a fan of those as some people. Some people prefer those. I personally like to do this. So if you have a pocket square, you just grab it right in the center. Right in the center. Go like this. And then throw it right in there like that. And then try to fill it. Bam. Just like this. Just like this. So that's a quick way to use the pocket square. Now, again, I personally like this one because it brings the whole outfit together. So I'm going to place this one back in the brown jacket. Now, if I'm wearing that blue jacket over here, I'm not going to use this one. That's too much blue. That's way too much blue. But it looks good with this jacket like that, and it brings the tie. See, it has light blue, which connects with the shirt, and it also has the same color blue as my pants. Easy way. Easy way to really step up your fashion. So getting all different types of pocket squares. So when I wear this, like this one goes great with this yellow tie, right? I specifically bought this pocket square to go with my blue jackets when I wear this tie. You see? And I can also wear this tie with this pocket square because it highlights, you want to be detail oriented. Whenever I wear green, here's a nice little pocket square, and actually that goes with this tie right here. And this tie was very, very cheap. Guys, you can get this stuff really, really cheap. Now, some of these squares, like these are silk, so they're not the super cheap ones you might get off Amazon. On Amazon, you can like get whole packets of pocket squares, and they're really cheap. They're really thick. For example, this is a cheap one, right? But I'll show you how I could transition to this tie right here, totally change the outfit and make it look really sharp. And I'll show you how I do that here in a second. Let me read some articles. I have a few articles that I wanted to go over with you guys in regards to again, men's fashion and how exactly we go over things. So here's an example of a folded pocket square that I've had that, see, I could fold it like this, and I could place it in my jacket upwards, or I can have it like this and fold it this way and place it in my jacket like this, where it's, again, that sharp edge. Right now, again, this doesn't really go with anything I'm wearing, but you'll see some people prefer their pocket squares like that. I don't. I like the floral look. So I just like, you just get it, you just grab it in the center, whoop, and just throw it in there, and then just let it blossom out like a nice flower. Bam. Bam. And so that's the kind of look that I like. So, and as you'll see, I'm so detail oriented. My phone case is the same as all my accessories, because to me, my phone is a accessory. So again, the same thing as my belt, the same thing as my watch, the same thing as my shoes. It all matches. Subtle things. But again, people notice. And it's just a way to be detail oriented and be impeccable. Right? Be impeccable. I remember Jim Bob trying to tell his followers to dress nicer and be impeccable. And I think that's great advice, because impeccability reflects so many aspects of your life. It's not just your fashion, it's your diet, it's your mentality, it's your theology, it's your mind, it's your fitness. Be impeccable with all this different stuff. And it really does. It affects things. So here's the first article I wanted to share with you guys real quick. And so let's read this one. This is 9 reasons why your looks matter. Why give a damn about appearance? Most men don't give a damn. I know I'm a sloppy dresser. I don't like having to follow rules on dressing. I have my own unique style. These are just a few things you might hear from men who don't really care about their appearance. Now, I'm sure those words are probably some of our brothers and sisters in here right now, but that's partly because there's a lot of silly, useless information out there that confuses, and as a society, we've tried to push the mantra, it matters how you perform, not how you look. And yes, in a perfect world, that would be great, but we don't live in a perfect world. You are perceived by others before you open your mouth. Depends mostly on the physical signals you send with your appearance. Appearances matter in real and fundamental ways that affect a man's daily life. From how he is greeted when meeting others for the first time to whether or not he'll be harassed while traveling. A man does not need to stay on top of every passing trend. However, he should be thinking about his basic appearance every day. Still not convinced it's worth your time to dress sharp? Here are 9 reasons why you should. Number 1, clothing is the primary instrument in creating a positive first impression. People are superficial. We can talk about, well, I'm not superficial. I care about things well beyond. Okay, that's great. That's wonderful. But people are superficial. This is a fact. And so people are superficial, not as a cultural phenomenon, but as a hardwired instinct, going all the way back to when our brains needed to make snap judgments on what was a strippy rock and what was a tiger about to eat us, a stripey, I guess. We tend to be done formulating our initial opinion of someone before we've actually spoken to them. That means that your clothing is going to have a direct effect on people's default assumption of you. The better you're dressed, the more respect and attention they're going to automatically give you. Which, again, these are really, really solid recommendations. Clothing can increase your perceived status among your peers. Now, especially if you're in a work environment, you're in a professional environment, say you're a professor, say you're a teacher, in different ways, the way you dress matters. Even after the first impression is over, your clothing can help improve people's reaction to you. Society is very visually based, and better dressed men routinely experience better treatment and service than their sloppier counterparts. Clothing serves as a substitute for character in the eyes of people who do not know you well enough to judge you by anything else. You may sound superficial, but it's true, whether we like it or should be or not. Your appearance may not mean much to you, but it does to people who see you every day, making it worth caring about. Number 3, dressing sharp helps with your confidence. Absolutely. So does fitness, guys. Lifting weights. So does your mental acuity, learning theology, reading books. These are important things. One of the first pieces of advice in self-help books is always something along the lines of get your personal appearance under control. It's good advice. People tend to perform better in life when they feel that they deserve to perform better. The automatic assumption that a well-dressed man should be treated with respect works when it's reflection in the mirror, too. A few minutes spent spiffing yourself in the mirror before you leave home reinforces the idea that you deserve success and good treatment in your own mind. Number 4, the requirements of dressing sharp teaches responsibility. As silly as it sounds, caring for your appearance will make you a more responsible man. You wind up keeping track of details like which shoes need to be shined and which shirts need to be ironed. And unless you live with someone who loves you very much, you usually have to do these things yourself. It reinforces mental habits of attention to detail and planning ahead that translate usefully into any career or skill. A good dresser notices detail in others. Once you start paying attention to details of collar shape, pocket square selection, and the other details of dressing well, you start to notice them on other men, and those men are noticing them on you too. Except once you start really putting some time and effort into your appearance, you start seeing approving nods from other well-dressed men. A really well put together outfit is as good as a Masonic handshake for introducing you into a society of elite society of men, and you don't even have to wear one of those little fez hats. Dressing sharp makes you more useful at work. Interesting little point here. Doesn't matter what job happens to be and who you're working for, or even if you're your own boss. If you're well enough dressed that you can step away from your work and into a meeting with a client, customer, or supervisor without advanced preparation, you're more useful. Having the casual day-to-day presentation to step into any situation and look respectable is a huge advantage in the working world. Number 7, colors and patterns speak to you. Once you start to learn more about them, specific colors and patterns begin to display their own unique advantages. Blues convey youth, browns, openness and trustworthiness, deep grays, somberness and dignity. Each can be the best choice for a situation where many colors could be equally appropriate, but not as ideal. And by thinking about colors and patterns in a meaningful way, rather than just throwing together anything that doesn't clash too badly, you may save yourself from being the guy whose tie keeps seeming to ripple on TV someday. Number 8, specific clothing pieces make a statement about you. Uniforms and semi-uniform looks like the doctor's white coat are obvious symbols of the wearer's status or role. More subtle effects can convey nearly as much detailed information about a man who takes his time to plan the outfit well. From a bolo tie advertising a reckless cowboy attitude to a pinstriped suit and the colors of a favorite baseball team, colors can proclaim everything from your profession to your passions, or once, or both at once. Number 9, and the last point, good-looking men call the shots. When all's said and done, the best reason to take time with your clothing and appearance is to take charge of your life. Well-dressed men have already taken the way the world sees them into their own hands, and the added respectability and authority people afford them always allows them to call the shots in group situations as well. Giving a damn about your appearance is a way of caring how much control you have over your own life, not just over what color of tie to wear this morning. And so I thought this was a good little article of 9 quick reasons why you should care about the way you look. And so moving on and showing how you can easily transform outfits. So we see this right here. Again, a very professorial look, right? Now I can take this jacket off. I can take this jacket off. I can take this tie off. I mean this vest off. You see this vest? Now this is a business ready outfit. You see, again, if you were to wear this, you would slide the tie clip down. Now, if you're just wearing a tie with just with no vest, you really want it to be about the top, a little north of half of the tie. So really about, you see, here's the full tie. It's a little bit north of half of the length of the tie. And so you'd put that there. And again, you see, then I could grab all these different jackets. Let me grab these jackets. 1 second. You see, now I can work with, okay, how would I match this outfit? Even just throwing on the jacket I was wearing with this pocket square, which matches. Gives it a little bit of a different look without the vest. You see. So a little bit of a different look. I personally like the vest. As you guys know, I tend to wear vests. But look, I could do this. I could even totally change, go into a different direction, and say I'm going to use these socks, right? These socks. I could take this tie off. Maroons are always a good selection. I highly recommend going with blues, browns, maroons. These are easy colors that you can do a lot with. So I could take this tie off, say, you know what, I'm going to go with this brown or this maroon. So throw up the shirt. Again, we're doing double Windsor knots. Double Windsor knots. About right here. Where we go around the back and through the little V right here. We get it nice and tight. And then we come around the front, through the back, and then back into the front here. Now we're going to cinch that up. Bam. Make sure this is behind it. Pinch, and here's a little trick. Pinch the tie together. Okay. I can throw that on like this. Bam. Cinch that up. Bing, bop, boom. Throw the tie clip on. And now I could go with a totally different outfit. I could grab this gray jacket. And I could grab this pocket square. Bam. Totally different look than what I just had. And all I did was change accessory pieces. So I changed my jacket, and because you want, if you have darker pants on, you always want lighter tops. Unless you have jackets that match your pants, right? These are actually just regular pants I have, dress pants that have no specific top to them. So that's why you see me wear a brown jacket with them. You could wear, again, a gray jacket with them. I throw this red in here. Now all of a sudden we have a mixture of different colors. Again, I could even go back to the blue, and I could throw in the previous pocket squares that I had on. And so, for example, like if I was wanting to use this dark blue jacket, well, I'm not going to wear this jacket with these pants. It doesn't match. And in fact, what would look good with this jacket is something like khakis, light colors. So you always want to be conscientious. Unless your pants match your jacket, think on general terms to flip it. So whatever is dark, make sure the opposite is light. So again, my jacket doesn't match my pants, but as long as these are darker, I have a lighter top. It looks good. It looks good. This jacket would not look good with these pants. They're both blue, and they're the off color. They're not the same color. Doesn't work. It doesn't work. Now, I could try, like this jacket is very close color to these. Now, it's not exactly the same. They don't go together. But say I wanted to wear this. So we'll take the gray jacket off. We'll put the... Oh. Guess that wasn't a good idea. We'll put the gray jacket on, or take this one off. We'll take that pocket square out. And here's another pocket square I got. So again, if you see me ever wear like a black V-neck, I probably have this pocket square in the jacket. Matches. It's a little detail. Now say I wanted to throw this jacket on, which is the same, close to the same color as my pants. I would not, in this case, want the tie or the accessory to be blue. It's too much blue. It's just too much blue. So in this case, you could do the red. This would look real sharp. The crimson and red tie with all the blue and the brown. This would be a sharp look. You could do this. You could also conceivably do something with another solid colored tie. Let me see what I got here. Here we go. Oh, you know what? I'm missing my orange. My orange pocket square, but you could even go without a pocket square and just go with a solid orange. I have a solid orange here, but say Say I wanted to mix it up with a yellow tie. See these bright. Once you start doing a lot of the same colors, I got so many blues now. I don't want a blue tie. That's the last thing I want. So here I can go with one of these sock ties, these knitted ties, and I could throw this on. Bam. Bam. Again, we go around the back, through here, get that nice and tight. Then we go around the front, and then through. Then we can cinch that up, pull that tight, pull the front around, and then see how this, I can start to squeeze this and really get this to become a real nice knot, a real triangular knot like that. And then throw it down here. Bam. Grab my tie clip. And here we go. New look. See how it goes together. The bright tie goes with so much blue as the main color of the outfit, which allows then I could go with a pocket square like this. If I wanted to have a pocket square with so much blue, I could grab this one that has a wide variety of blue that I was wearing earlier, and bam, now it kind of goes together. You see, these are simple ways that you can really accentuate your wardrobe. Now, I want to get also into coats, not just these sports jackets, but coats. As you probably saw in the thumbnail, the guy has a three-piece suit, but he has winter coats. And so one of the things that I highly recommend, again, if you really want to look professional, you really want to look well together, especially the fall is here, the winter is coming, is getting winter coats, something like this. So look, I can throw this on. Say it's hot outside, or I mean it's say it's winter time. Look how good this looks. And you want it fitted, you want to fit nice. Get yourself some nice dress coats. And then, you know, don't be afraid of the scarves. I do have a recommendation. So I grabbed 2 scarves. I have a recommendation. What I tend to do, just so you're always on the right side of things, is I get scarves with both black and brown in them. Black and brown. If you have black and brown, you don't have to worry about clashing. You see, I could throw this on with this one. Doesn't look bad. With the light colored undershirt, I could throw this one on. It doesn't look bad at all. Looks like it goes together very well. Now, I tend to prefer, again, everything brown. All my accessories are brown colors. You could do the black. I have a black right here. Here's a nice black winter coat. And these are called pea coats. They're called pea coats. I could throw this one. Now, I prefer the brown over the black, but you can see how, again, if you're out and about, so you had a scarf like this on, it brings all the black and the browns together. I could conceivably wear that and still have these shoes on. You see, but my accessories match. My accessories match. And then that's why I have a brown banded watch with a black face. You see this black faced brown banded watch. It goes with everything. It goes with everything. I can get by the whole don't wear brown and black together because my accessories are all one thing. So these are just little things. Now say you're trying to get into the vest game. Let's go look at, let me grab some vests. And we can look at, well, how would I begin to start matching vests? Vest. Now, I got all types of vests. I love vests. As you can see, I love the detail-orientedness of men's fashion. So here is a gray vest. Now, I could easily wear this with the pants that I have on. Why? It's a light top with dark bottom, dark pants. Problem being, what's the problem with wearing this vest with this shirt? They're both stripes. You see, this has pinstripes. Now, you could conceivably wear it. I'll show you, but I wouldn't. I would wear this vest with a solid colored shirt. Now, it doesn't look too bad, as you can see. So it doesn't look too bad. But ideally, see, and then I could actually go back to my gray jacket. Bring this tie clip up. And looky here. Now again, I personally would prefer this with a solid colored shirt, but it doesn't go too bad, even though again we have a busy undershirt. So this is one way to do it. Now, again, preferably, say I didn't want to go with this gray. I wanted, let's say I wanted something that went more with my pants. Well, I could do something like this. I could go with a vest that has more of the same color as my pants to bring it all together. Now, I have a vest that actually is very close to these pants. This one here basically the same color, right? So, and it's a solid color. You see how it's a solid color? It doesn't have pinstripes. This is great, and you're going to see that it actually looks better because it goes with the pants and it's a solid color, so it doesn't clash with the shirt, and it allows the tie to be so loud because that bright color. And so then I could throw it back over this. Bam. Now it looks like I have a three-piece suit on. Technically, all three of these pieces are separate. These pants are bought totally separate from this vest, bought totally separate from this jacket. But me knowing that I'm going to wear these things together, I have them all. I intentionally buy things the same color. Now, if I really, again, to put this tie back on would be then too much blue. It would just be way too much blue. Because my pants, my jacket, my vest, my shirt's white and blue. I can't throw this thing back on. I need a bright colored tie. And this yellow is perfect. It's perfect. So let's say again, here's another type of tie or a vest I could throw on. So, and this will look sharp because it's multicolored, but it's another one of these sort of tweed knitted vests. You see, now this would go, again, very good. It's a darker color. It's a solid color. It goes with my pants. It's not the same. So now I could totally throw this same blue jacket on that goes with my pants, and it looks like a different outfit. See? Bam. You see, and it looks good. It looks classy. The colors go well. The patterns go well. I have a busy shirt. I have a simple tie. I have a simple vest, simple jacket, busy pocket square with simple pants. Okay? So, this is a really nice outfit. Now let me grab some pants and show you how you would mix different outfits with different types of pants. Okay, guys, please super chat using the Streamlabs link. I totally forgot to even put that link in the video or in the live chat. So you can see now how I could take this brown vest that I started wearing the stream with, and totally that would also would go with what I'm wearing. But look at these pants. Now, say I was wearing these pants with these pinstripes. They would. You have to be careful with the pinstripes, and these blue ones also have pinstripes of a lighter blue. You'll see. Now, I do really like both these pants. Generally speaking, solid color pants are way easier to mix and match with different things. Say I was wearing these pants. Well, an off-colored jacket, an off-colored vest would go really, really good. So for these pants, I would say an all-white shirt, you know, a vest of this nature, a brown vest with these pants, potentially if I did a white shirt, I could throw something like this tie on it. You see this tie with a tie clip. It'd be really nice. It would be really nice. With these pants, these gray pants, you have to be a little bit more careful on how exactly you put all this stuff together. Because there's white pinstripes, I tend to like to wear always a solid white button-up shirt with these pants. With these pants, I tend to like to wear a solid white button-up shirt because, one, it accentuates the pinstripe of the pants. I can unbutton the top and it looks very nice, very sophisticated, very, very cool. It's much more of a casual look. And so I would, with these, I probably would wear a solid white shirt, but with a solid white shirt and these white pinstripe pants, I can go crazy then with the tie. So I can then bring all these ties in and I can get the wildest ones. Here's a good one. I got all types of ties. Here's a good one. Here's a nice solid brown one. Here's a purple one. Orange, different colors, purples, bright reds. You could really go all ham. If you had a solid white shirt with these pants, a solid white button-up shirt, you could go crazy with your tie selection. Now, say you wanted to get real colorful, you could throw this on there. You could throw this tie with an all-white shirt and the tie clip. That would look really nice. Matching a jacket, though, with the pinstripe pants, this is difficult. This is why I don't recommend getting a bunch of pinstripe pants, because if you have pinstripe pants, putting a jacket with the pants becomes way more difficult unless they match. That's why pinstripe suits are so sharp, because if your jacket and your pants match the pinstripes, well then that looks pretty good. But these pants, for example, are just a one-off purchase, so they don't have a jacket that goes with them. But things that I could wear with them. I could conceivably wear a jacket like this with it. Or I could wear like a solid brown jacket with these pants as well. You see, I could do something of that nature. Doing the gray coat though becomes a little challenging. Why? It has to be when you have pinstripes, they have to match. Different color grays here doesn't look good. Can't do it. Can't do it. So you want to be conscientious of that kind of stuff. Okay. And like I said, if I wasn't wearing such a busy shirt, I could have a busier vest. This vest has patterns on it. Now, say I had a solid white shirt or a solid light blue shirt, I could throw this baby on there with a solid colored tie. I could even grab something like the solid brown. Let me find where that one went. Something like this one here. I could throw this and it matches. What you can't see is that there's a brown little stripe in here, the same color as this tie. That would look great with these pants because these pants would bring out the blue in the vest, right? So you want to match little details. If you can match subtle colors in the vest with your tie, with your accessories, with your pants, again, people are going to notice. It looks good. It looks good. So, you know, for example, here's a vest that is it's black. See, here's a nice vest, green and black, but I can't wear this with blue pants. I can't wear a blue pant. It doesn't look good. So a vest like this, I got to wear with light colored pants, whether they be gray, whether they be khaki. So this vest would go great with khaki pants. I could get khaki pants, throw this vest on, and then start mixing and matching browns and blacks together. Or make it a subtle green with this vest. I could easily wear this tie to go with it. You see? So yeah. And so the more you mess around with this stuff, the more you'll be able to figure out what it is your own style, what you like to do, how you like to wear clothes. You know, for example, a vest like this is technically different colors of blues. I could probably get away with that with these pants. I could probably get away with that. But the problem is, look how busy this vest is. It's got patterns in it. That's not going to look good with this shirt. Too busy. It's too busy. With a simple colored shirt, this would look great. This would look great. Now, say I had like a red shirt on. You know, say this is the shirt that I was wearing. Now you'll see this shirt has patterns to it. So I have to be careful on what tie I get. And this is where you could, I could throw a tie like this on there. Now I can go a little bit busier with my tie, even though I have to be careful. But say I'm wearing these blue pants. This tie brings all of it together. It brings the red, the blues, and then it has a neutral color with the tan. So I prefer, the way that I coordinate everything is I like to have browns as my accessories, and then I like to focus on blues and maroons, crimson colors. They always look good together. And so, say you have this shirt on with these pants, you'd have these socks. Subtle detail, but people, again, they think you're a fashionista. You know, it's good stuff. So next, I want to read my last article for you guys, and then we'll get into the super chat. So again, if you guys have any super chats that you would like to send in, please use the Streamlabs link, or if you prefer YouTube, that's fine as well. But I want to read to you guys my last article, and then we're probably going to hop off here. And actually, I want to show you then all these websites too. Shout out. I forgot. I have a special shout out to somebody for today's stream, and I forgive me, Jace. Jace Brazil. Jace sent me. He heard that I was going to be he heard that I was going to be doing a stream on fashion, and he asked if he could help me out. And I said, yeah, absolutely, brother. And so I asked him to send me some photos of how you dress and how you like to get sharp. And so shout out to Jace. This is a member in our ortho community, and this is him showing off a little bit of his fashion. Now you see how he's going with a paisley tie. You see how he's got a solid shirt on, and you got a pinstripe suit with the pants matching the suit. Now he's got more of an older fashioned style jacket. I tend to go with more of the modernistic, the slim look. That's personally how I like this. And what the reason why that's a stylish look, the way that I choose, is I like to work out, and the slim look helps accentuate your physique. But check out our brother Jace here in our ortho community. Here's a very nice casual look. You'll see he's got brown buttons. The brown buttons go with his brown belt. He's got a brown bracelet on. He's got his sunglasses in his shirt. Very nice casual look here. Sophisticated look, casual look. Here's him on vacation. You see he's got the floral shirt on, and some nice slacks and some penny loafers. Here's him with the penny loafers as well, a more basic suit attire, but you see his buttons match his shirt. Here's a nice little mix match. You see he's got a nice, I like his tie clip. He's going with a single Windsor. So you'll notice that his tie knot is not as triangular as mine. This is part of the double Windsor feature. I just particularly prefer it. But he's got a more traditional style jacket here, which is it's called double breasted. So he's got two buttons here, and you'll see how like a man should. He has the top one buttoned. Here's another one showing off his Cuban hat there. It looks like he's down in Miami. Looking good. You see how he has a light jacket on with dark pants. Light jacket on, because I guarantee he doesn't have pants that are exactly the same as that jacket. And here's a very sharp look. He's got the fedora with a matching his three-piece suit with a gold pocket watch, and it looks like he's got a black pea jacket on. Again, I was referring to you guys for winter. Get yourself a pea jacket. Pea jackets look really nice. And here's Jace with a black pea jacket on. You see he's got a dark maroon tie on. Really nice outfit right there. Really nice outfit. So the last article that I wanted to read to you guys. Well, here, actually, I want to go through some of these with you. So looking at different men's fashions here, let's just thumb through here and we can take a look. Here's a more casual look. This is a guy with a much smaller blazer. So you'll see, because when you start getting dress jackets, guys, the length matters. You don't want, for example, if you're going to wear a casual look like this with jeans, you don't want a super long dress jacket. They do come in different lengths. He has the slim fit jacket with the smaller lapels. This is the lapel right here, by the way, if you didn't know. I like small lapels. Small lapels are in right now. It's a more trendy thing. If you look back in like 70s, 80s, 60s, they had big, wide lapels. If you wear those looks, you'll see that they kind of look retro. It still looks good. So you can figure out what it is that you like, your hats, your lapel style. Here's a nice men's fashion. You see he's got the brown suede with a belt. Again, accessories. His belt matches his shoes. His pants match his shirt, and his jacket brings it all together. Now, that is a very slim fit. And you see he's got the flower right up here. I'm personally not the biggest fan of the flowers. I personally am not, but that's just me. For myself, at least. I think they do look good. Casual look, easy casual look. Guys, wear boots. When you go out from now on, begin to start wearing nice boots. Just wear boots. Men, again, professional men tend to wear dress shoes or boots. When you're having fun, maybe you're just going to your friend's house. It's Saturday. Yeah, you can wear your tennis shoes, wear your Chucks, wear your whatever you want, wear Air Force Ones, whatever. But generally, wear some nice colored boots. It's gonna look good. And so here's a simple fashion. You'll see most of these guys are wearing boots. Here's a easy. You got some deck shoes with some rolled up jeans. Easy fashion here. Leather jacket, white V-neck, dark pants. Then the boots matches leather jacket. A very nice look. Here is a nice look. Here's a small sweater, maybe a type of pullover cardigan look with a nice white button up, and then some fancy black, probably Italian leather, strong pointed shoes. And you see he's got the black shoes to go with his black jacket. I don't even have nice black shoes. Everything I have is brown because I ball on a budget, right? So I don't have enough money to go buy Italian black shoes and have Italian made brown shoes as well. All my accessories are the same color. Everything I have is a brown. So these are just simple things that you can think about here. Again, so here's a few different colors with brown jackets. Here's a casual look. Here's a casual look with some suspenders. Again, I think suspenders look good. I don't actually have any, but if you like the suspender look, go with it. You don't wear a belt. Don't be the guy that wears a belt with the suspenders. It's not a good look. So if you go with the suspenders, don't wear a belt. But mixing and matching, because the suspender color can now add a new accent to your entire wardrobe and how you're going to go about it. Not sure why he's next to a lake dressed like that, but again, a vest very similar to mine. Nice jean button-up shirt. Looking at this, I am not a fan of this. I am not a fan of this. Now his tie matches his pants, but why does he have brown suspenders with black pants? If he had solid black suspenders, that outfit would look a lot better. Now it does go with the buttons on the shirt. But me personally, if I was going to wear that shirt with those suspenders, I would have brown colored pants or blue pants. I'm not a big fan of the pinstripe black myself. So that's just something I would throw out there. Now here's our thumbnail. And I love this guy's outfit. This is easily something I would wear. He's got a skinny tie. All my ties are skinny ties. I don't have any old-fashioned like wide ties. They're all skinny ties. He's got a great dress coat. He's got a nice watch on. You can tell he's got a brown watch on with a white face. The white face is very sharp with that white undershirt, and he's got a matching vest with pants. Very nice look. Very, very nice look with his glasses there. Here's another casual look. I'm not a big fan of the rolling up the pants. I know some people are. He's got a belt that matches the tips of his shoes with a dress hat. Maybe something you guys would be interested in. Here's a nice suit look. I know some of you guys like to do the all button up, so you just button up all the way to the neck. I'm personally not as big of a fan as that as some people are. But it just depends on what exactly floats your boat and what you like to do. Here's a man dressed very nice. You see he's got the orange. You see how he has a simple shirt with a very busy tie and then a simple vest and pants. I personally, looking at this outfit, with that color tie, if he had brown shoes on, would that not look way sharper? If he had a brown coat over it, would it not look way sharper? If I was going to wear that jacket with this blue and black shoes, I would like to have a tie that actually accentuates black. That black is some type of color inside the tie because it would bring that coat together and it would bring his shoes together. Not a fan of this look. He looks like a hobo with suspenders and a tie tucked in his shirt. I don't know if he had his car broke down and he was leaning over and he didn't want to get his tie dirty. I don't know what was going on there. I'm not a big fan. So look how baggy his pants are. I'm not a big fan of baggy pants. We're in 2021. I like to have pants that touch the top of my shoes, me personally. So whether it be my jeans or my dress pants, I like my pants to fit me right, and they come down and they touch the top of my shoes. They're not baggy. When you have baggy stuff, it looks like it doesn't fit, in my opinion. So again, you guys may differ on that, but that's just my particular opinion. Here's a nice look. A lot of gray, different colored gray with the jacket. He's tying his red socks with his red flower and his red bow tie. I mean, it's not my style, but it's good. Interesting color there. I don't mind it. I like the browns, how they match. I like that he's got busy pants on with a more simple way up top. Here's a simple, just a hat with a white shirt tucked into some dress pants. Again, and this just that's sweatpants. I wouldn't go with that. And here you see what I was talking about, the sockless penny loafers. This is really in right now. I'm not a big fan of it. I will do the sockless look once in a while. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I think it's a little bit overdone. Where in a more casual setting, yeah, don't wear socks. Go barefoot in your penny loafers. I get it. But this is just something that I personally would recommend if that's kind of your style. But anyways, again, you guys can go and start looking up your own. It's all about the colors and the patterns. The colors and the patterns are a big deal. See, this is really sharp. All the vest, the jacket, and the pants, it all matches. It all matches with the black shoes and the black gloves and a black umbrella. That is a really sharp outfit with a tie that brings his grays and his white shirt together. In my opinion, that's a really sharp outfit. So, you guys can mix and match and do whatever it is that you guys want. But just thinking about colors and patterns, right? Dark bottoms, light top. Dark bottom, light top. Dark bottom, light top. Dark bottoms, light top. Right? Remember this. You want to mix and match. Darker bottoms, I mean, even though those aren't that dark, with a lighter top. Dark bottoms, lighter top. You see, once you start to see how you mix and match these colors, it'll make a lot more sense. Like this guy. Looks really good. That's a really good look there. So anyways, again, and here's some, I want to give a shout out to Jace. Here's some good men's fashion websites. And I'm going to share these in the live chat. This is called Real Men, Real Style. So these are great websites where if you want to get ideas, you want to get thoughts on how to maybe put some outfits together. Here's another one called gentlemensgazette.com, and you can see they have great articles. And again, shout out to Jace. These are, they got good articles, good ways that you can, again, just look at different styles. Here's one that Jace really liked called He Spoke Style. He Spoke Style. And they have nice articles. I was looking through some of their articles. Time well spent with the Laura cigars. 3 simple ways to wear a navy blazer this spring. They offered some pretty good suggestions. Again, look at like this guy with the blue shirt or blue jacket with a light simple undershirt, a light blue with that red tie and that red scarf. That looks great. Or even this guy to the left, that light colored suit with a light undershirt and that dark tie looks really, really sharp. So these websites are great websites where you can begin to you can begin to do your own research, put your own outfits together, do your own thing. And then here's the last one. This one's a little more clickbaity. The more I look through it. So 7 things she'll never tell you she wants. So they'll have like hot girls in yoga pants telling you things. But Jay sent me, and it was a solid site. It did have some good information. So that was the last one that I wanted to share right there. The last thing that I want to do is just quickly read this article. It's not very long, and it's on the psychology of dressing well and why you must to get anywhere in life. And then we're going to close on this. I'll read some super chats and then get out of here. It reads, I used to be a sloppy dresser. I never liked that I had to dress a certain way to get the respect I thought I deserved or to get people to listen to me. What a sham, I would tell myself. Quote, people should respect me because I know what I'm talking about, not because I'm wearing expensive socks. But then I experienced something that changed my mind completely. Years ago, I was on a bus headed to a friend's house. I knew the neighborhood, but wasn't sure which stop to get off at. The gentleman sitting next to me noticed me looking out the window every few seconds, trying to get my bearings, and asked if I needed help. I told him my predicament, and he confidently told me I should exit in 2 stops. I thanked him in advance. A moment later, another man standing in the aisle who heard my conversation leaned in and said, actually, you should get off at the next stop. I thanked him, hopped up, and excited just like he told me to, ignoring the advice of the first guy. What was the difference between the 2 men? And why did I choose to listen to the one and not the other? I asked myself the same question as I walked to the last few blocks to my friend's place. Read on for the answer. Look sharp, be sharp. How the clothes you wear change what people hear you say. As I walked away from the bus, I realized in an instant why I listened to one guy and not the other. The man in the aisle was dressed sharply. He looked like he was on his way home from work in a fancy office downtown. My seatmate was wearing sweatpants, had a dark stain on his t-shirt, and looked like he might have skipped showering that day. In this moment, I realized just how many preconceived notions and stereotypes were built into my own assumptions of the other people. Here I was complaining how people judged me by my clothes, while I did the same to them. Can I trust the instructions of someone who can't be trusted to even keep food off his clothes? I didn't mean to make this judgment. It was simply years of social conditioning taking over. My decision process went into autopilot. If you want people to listen to you, there's an important lesson here. Dress the message. The clothes you wear and the way you groom yourself will change the way other people hear what you say. It will subconsciously tell them that you're like them or if you're different. If it will determine whether they listen or ignore, trust or distrust. I learned the same lesson again while climbing a mountain in Russia during an anti-terror operation. The mountain was closed to all but locals and the mountain rescue team. We got in okay, but on the way out, there was a police checkpoint. Our driver was part of the mountain rescue team, but we weren't. What do? We're going to get in trouble. Fear not, our driver informed us. Put these in your lap and don't say a word. He handed us each a blue jumpsuit with the mountain rescue emblem on it, and it has changed into his own, as he changed into his own. The policeman at the checkpoint stopped us and looked directly into my never looked more American in my life face. Then he glanced at the blue jumpsuit in the seat next to me and immediately waved us through. Nothing about me said mountain rescue except the jumpsuit. Turns out was all I needed. This is the same reason every pharmaceutical company puts actors, and we know they are actors, and white lab coats to pitch their drugs in the television commercials. We immediately judge them as doctors. It's why some mothers choose color-coded clothing for their babies. It's hard to tell the sex of a newborn. But if you see one rolling around in a blue onesie, you know it's a boy, pink for girls. How do you dress yourself changes who you are. It changes the value of what you have to say, at least to the people who are looking and listening. Dressing well. 3 tips for budget shoppers. Whether you want to get a better job, get out of the traffic ticket, or start a worldwide movement, the way you dress and present yourself will play a major role. You may not like this reality, but remember, those who succeed are not those who complain about the way it is, unquote, or the way it should be, unquote. They're the ones who accept reality for what it is and use that reality to their advantage. But what if you're working with limited resources or, like me, want to play the game well but maintain your status as world's most frugal shopper? Here are a few tricks to dressing well on a budget no matter what your aim. Consider the audience and the message. Think carefully about who it is you're trying to influence and why. Why do they care about it and why is it important? When you know this, you can present yourself in a way that focuses on these ideals. The way you dress at a business conference full of middle-aged folks is different from how you would dress at a high school sports game. Think about who you're talking to and what would make them trust you. The most expensive route is not always the most effective one. Find a decent tailor. Clothes that fit you incredibly well are expensive, but clothes that fit you pretty well can be fixed by some simple tailoring and can be quite cheap. This is my method, guys. All the clothes that you see me wear that looks like they're painted on or they fit really, I've gone to a tailor. I've got them on discount. I'm a bargain shopper. I'm also frugal. I'm balling on a budget. I don't have a lot of money. So I buy cheap stuff on sale that I know is quality that I like. Then I'll go to the tailor. Same with these pants. I'll get, because here's a trick, guys, for dress pants. If you have bigger thighs, my thighs tend to be a little bit bigger than the waist size that I have. Well, I'll get bigger waist size pants, and then so I'll get like 33 waist pants, and they'll be too big, but I'll take them to the tailor, and they will take in the waist, and the legs will fit just right because they're a bigger size. So this is a trick that I use. Go to a tailor, guys. Get your clothes, and then go to a tailor and get them custom. Look for bargains and closeouts on high-quality clothes that don't fit perfectly. Exactly. But can be altered a bit. And tailoring need not be expensive either. A dry cleaner can often take in sleeves and hems, simple alterations for just a few dollars. Dress in darker colors. You can get away with buying cheaper colors or cheaper clothes in darker colors because quality of fabric and construction don't show through as easily the darker the fabric is. This also comes with an extra benefit for people who, like me, always spill food on themselves. Darker clothes hide stains. You don't have to abandon them after the first soy sauce incident. Perhaps if Mr. Sweatpants from earlier had heeded this advice, I'd have listened to him. Whatever message you're trying to send to the world, never forget that the clothes that you put that message in will determine the way it's received. So dress it carefully. And so then that concludes today's stream, guys. I hope this was useful for people. Please smash that like. I'm going to read these super chats. We talked about jackets. We talked about pocket squares. We talked about socks. Again, like these socks are great. These socks match my accessories. So if I wear like a bright blue tie, say something like this tie actually matches my socks. And so if I could then, again, it just sets things off. And then it'll be matched with brown colored shoes. If I'm wearing a gray jacket, I'll wear these gray socks. Easy things that shows detail orientedness. And people actually notice. People will actually notice it, I promise. So please smash that like. Thank you all for being here. I really, really appreciate it. I know people have been asking for this stream. I hope it was received well. So first super chat comes from Zach Flayton, and he throws in a super chat of 10 and says, "Bro, the first 30 minutes called me out more than any other stream you've done. Laugh out loud. Thanks for pointing out exactly how behind the ball I really am here. Laugh out loud. I'm keeping the New Balances though." Oh, Zach, that's hilarious, brother. That's hilarious. I do keep the New Balances. It is an American company, so at least they're American made. So I can definitely respect that. Can definitely respect that. Sorry, I didn't get this tie as tight as I should. There's a little bit of gap there. But Zach, thank you so much, brother, for the super chat. He says, "Bro, the first 30 minutes called me out more than any other stream you've done." That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Thanks for pointing out exactly how behind the ball I really am here. Well, a lot of guys, we didn't have, I was fortunate because my dad liked to dress well. We grew up Protestant, so we always had to wear our Sunday's best when we went to church. And so by the time I was in high school, I was a pretty decent, well-dressed guy because we would go to church all the time, and I would dress well with dress slacks and stuff like that. So I got used to it at church in my high school days. And then in my college days, I really started getting into skinny ties and wearing jackets. I just like the way a guy looks with jackets that fit really well. So that's what got me interested in this stuff. And it's also why I've collected so many ties. Like most people do not have this many ties. I'm going to tell you right now. But I like ties. I like having options. I like how, as I showed you guys, you can change the tie in a vest and change the whole look of the outfit. So mixing and matching, it's really, really good. Next super chat comes from Telecaster Bear. Thank you so much, Telecaster Bear. And again, thanks again, Zach Flayton, for the super chat. I really am glad that you enjoyed the beginning of the stream. And do keep your New Balances. Do keep them. Telecaster Bear throws in a super chat and says, the final red pill at the bottom of the fashion rabbit hole is middle school core. Floss on Italian brands with your Skechers and graphic tee. I wasn't aware of that flex. That's a new one for me, Telecaster Bear, but I appreciate it. He says, the final red pill at the bottom of the fashion rabbit hole is middle school core. Floss on Italian brands with your Skechers and graphic tee. So again, if that's your style, go for it, Telecaster Bear. I'm all in favor of it. Do what it is that you need to do, my brother. Do what it is that you need to do, or again, whatever expresses your style. I'm very colorful and I like details, so that's what I take into then the way that I try to present myself. Marco Ramos throws in a super chat and says, "How about wardrobes for college students? I like cardigans, but keep the fresh looks. Heading to PAOI for liturgy tonight. I'll put a prayer for you." Oh, thank you, Marco Ramos. I do need a prayer, please. I could use all the prayers I could get right now. It's been a tough couple days today and yesterday, so haven't been feeling my usual self. That's for sure. So Marco Ramos, thank you so much, brother. God bless you at Liturgy, and thank you so much for the prayer, man. I could really, really use that. And thank you for the super chat. Again, Marco Ramos, our good Orthodox brother here, says. And he says, how about wardrobes for college students? I like cardigans. I like cardigans, dude. Cardigans are good. Cardigans are great. What I didn't talk about with you guys is the dress shirts, starching them. So if you're going to wear a dress shirt with it unbuttoned, say the top button or the top two buttons, starch that baby. Make sure you iron it. Starch it, iron it, and it's going to stand straight up. You'll notice that really wealthy men, really nice with guys with nice unbuttoned shirts, they're always starched, and they stand straight up when they wear a jacket. You don't want to have an unbuttoned shirt at the top. You wear a jacket, and it all folds down and everything. It doesn't look good. Starch the shirt, iron it. It's a subtle detail, but it makes all the difference, I promise. So thank you so much, Marco Ramos, for that super chat. I really appreciate it. Q News Network throws in a super chat and it says, advice on finding quality clothes, suits, etc. on a budget. Used okay, less quantity, more quality, and USA made preferably. Yeah, Q News, you really are hitting it there. I tend to go to, so here in Indiana, they have what's called a Burlington Coat Factory. So Burlington Coat Factory is a discount men's dress clothes store. So I can go get like ties. I can get dress socks. That's where I get these dress socks. They'll do it for like $10 for 5 pair or something. And these are really good quality dress socks. So you can go for $10. You can get 5 pairs of nice dress socks. Get different colors that you can match with different outfits. I do recommend quality over quantity. So get quality clothes. Again, everything I showed you guys I've purchased in the last 10 years of my life. So basically, since I was 22, I've been slowly buying ties. These ties aren't cheap. So I've been slowly buying skinny ties. I've been buying pocket squares. I've been buying pants and jackets and vests. So I didn't buy all this at once. And that's why your wardrobe is something you invest in. It's a long-term investment over time, which also means you got to stay in shape because you want them to fit. Definitely go over with quality over quantity. And Q News, if you go to, you get used clothes, used clothes is good, but get quality clothes. The thing with the dress clothes is they fit. So you could go get a really nice, expensive jacket, but if it doesn't fit right, it doesn't look good. You could go get a really cheap jacket. Like, again, this jacket right here is Kenneth Cole. Technicolor Reaction. I bought this at Burlington Coat Factory, I think for $90 or something. And so this is technically a cheaper. It's Kenneth Cole, which is a nice brand. But I've had this jacket for a while. It fits like a glove. And so because how well it fits, makes it look a whole lot better. Alexander Karp says Burlington Coat Factory would be good for accessories, but I wouldn't recommend pants and coats. It depends. It just depends. I've got good, again, like I said, I got this jacket at Burlington Coat. It just depends. And yeah, the quality can vary quite dramatically at Burlington Coat Factory, but that's why, again, I got Kenneth Cole. Kenneth Cole's a good brand. Just check the quality of the clothes. When you start getting into the dress clothes and the dress fashion, it can get expensive. So it's a long-term investment. This is a long-term investment that you can start today by just do this. Buy an outfit. You could just buy different colored pair of pants, maybe like a good khaki and a good blue pair of dress pants. You could buy 2 jackets, 2 vests, and 3 ties or whatnot. As long as you can match and mix match, you have like 6 different outfits. So that's how I look at it. Just by quality, like 1, 2 quality pairs of pants, 1, 2 quality pairs of vests, a few jackets, a few ties, and you're off and running. Nobody's going to know. Get a few shirts, get a white, get a blue. I mean, you can do a lot just with a button-up white shirt and a button-up light blue shirt. Just get those, and then start slowly growing it. And so again, if you're balling on a budget like I do, get all your accessories to be the same color, brown. They always look good. My belt, my phone coat, it's all the same color, brown. It's an easy way to match that. Again, I'm too poor to have a bunch of black stuff. So just go with that. Q News Network throws in another super chat. Thank you so much, Q News Network. He says, what's your most expensive piece of clothing? Cheapest you wear often? Favorite piece in your wardrobe? Well, I'll tell you what. This tie right here. This is a Tommy Hilfiger knitted sock tie. I found this baby for like $8 on sale at a Burlington Coat Factory. And so I snatched this thing up so quick. I love this. I love this tie. In regards to the cheapest things that I own, the most expensive things that I own are probably the dress jackets. Pea coats aren't cheap. So if you want to get a pea coat, that's going to cost you a little bit. Jackets in general are going to be a little bit more expensive. So I'd probably say some of the jackets may be a bit expensive. I probably have a few that are well over $100. But generally, I try to buy things on sale. I'm a bargain shopper. So I try to get as many things on sale as possible. Just like my ties, all my ties are probably on sale. I look for skinny ties. So as soon as I find a skinny tie on sale, if I like it, I buy it. So if you're going to get like a nice dress coat, like the thumbnail of the guy that has a vest and matching pants and then a nice coat, that's going to cost a little bit. Those are probably going to be north of a couple $100, especially if they're good quality. So the coats, but really, these pants, again, here's another secret I didn't share, is make sure your clothes stretch, right? These pants, they stretch. And so because they stretch, I'm comfortable, right? You don't want to get dress clothes and you're uncomfortable. That's why everybody says, oh, I hate wearing dress clothes. I'm always so uncomfortable. I feel great. These pants, I could go squat. I could do a squat rack in these pants. They're so stretchy. This jacket, all my dress clothes stretch. These stretches. This shirt stretches, right? If I was to take this jacket off, I mean, this shirt actually stretches. All my dress clothes stretch, so I feel comfortable when I wear them. That's another thing, is make sure they fit good. And I would absolutely say get clothes that have minor percentage of spandex. It way better. It feels great. Get things that stretch. So my most expensive piece of clothing is probably this brown. this brown coat here. You see, and if this was wintertime, I'd throw the collar up, and then just throw the collar up, throw the scarf behind it. See, and then you'd be, say it's snowing outside, you'd be walking down the sidewalk like this. Looks good. Looks sharp. This coat is probably a few $100s. But it's so heavy. Guys, I have to get different hanger. This coat is so heavy. If I use a plastic hanger, it bends and eventually breaks. So just FYI. That's probably the most expensive item I have. But I do recommend investing in a nice winter coat. So again, heavy coats, that it shows quality. Looks like last super chat comes in from Ian to the Wild. God bless you and your family, brother. Hope your trip to the monastery went well. He says, just wanted to hop on and donate. We'll watch later, my friend. God bless. Well, thank you so much, Ian to the Wild. Schema Beats. So thank you so much, brother, for being here. Again, God bless your family. Hope your trip to the monastery and everything went well. But thank you so much, brother, for your super chat. Well, guys, that pretty much wraps up today's stream. Again, we got into a lot of different stuff. Ties, pocket squares, pants, vests, coats, tying ties, winter coats. So that is going to conclude today's stream. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Please smash that like button if you guys can. If you like and you want to support Church of the Eternal Logos, please become a website member. I would greatly appreciate that through this link right here. It's $5 a month. I'll be uploading some new content here recently. If you guys could please help me out and become a website member, I would greatly appreciate that. You have access to a full video library, and I'm always uploading new things. Faye Fotini says, shopping on a budget, Burlington Coat Factory, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross, H&M, Banana Republic, and outlet mall. Oh, outlet malls. Great point, Faye. Go to outlet malls, guys. Go to outlet malls. That's a great way to get real discount stuff on name brand from name brand stores. So check that out. Great point, Faye. Great point. Shout out to Ian. Shout out to Allison, A Devotional Heart. Go subscribe to her YouTube channel. Yeah. So looks like that is about everything. So I don't see any more direct questions. So anyways, guys, I'm going to hop off here. Thank you all for everything. Please smash that like. Again, if you enjoy the content, I would highly appreciate if you came over to the website and became a website member. If anybody wants to set up a one-on-one for this Thursday, we still have some slots open. You can do so using this link right here. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to hop off here and wish you all a wonderful evening, and I will be back most likely Friday. So until then, as always, God bless.